What's up, champ? I want to give you an update what's happening in Iran because I'm Iranian. I speak Farsi, and I've been listening to the Iranian news in Farsi. So I'm going to translate what these guys are saying. Okay. Now, what Iranians are saying is that they have hit Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier in the Gulf of Oman with a drone. Okay, and they said that the aircraft carrier put his tails on his shoulder and feared for his life and escaped 1,000 kilometers. So that's probably, let's say, 2,000 miles away, and left the area with all the small other ships. Okay, now they're also saying that they have hit a U.S. F-15 Eagle attack fighter jet by their air defense systems. All right. They're also saying that one of their ship was hit in the Indian Pacific, and the ship was unarmed because they were coming from some kind of parade in India. All right, and that is the protocol to participate in the parade, so they were unarmed, and everyone died. And you know, the ones that jumped off the boat, the U.S. military didn't save them according to the war protocols. All right. With my own eyes, I've seen, you know, on their social media and U.S. social media, massive demonstrations for the Iranian government, and these people they're all mad because, you know, the Epstein regime and the genocide regime are, you know, bombing them on a daily basis. They're saying that what they saw in Iraq, the shock and awe, is actually like 2 or 3 times more than that's happening to them. Okay. Also, I'm hearing, you know, from their military and, you know, and other people on their TV stations, they're like saying, "Oh, please, come and keep safe these ships by passing the U.S. military ships." They want the U.S. military ships to come and guard the oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz because they know they're going to sink them. They're like begging for them, like, "Come on, you said you were going to do this, so please go ahead and do this," okay? Because they have a plan for them. Now, the other interesting thing is that the U.S. has cloned or copied or stole the Iranian drone technology because how effective it is and how good it works. But the Russians paid for it with the Ukraine and Russia war, but the Epstein regime just cloned it. You know, we're talking about copyright, just stealing their stuff, okay, because it works so good. Now, on the flip side, they say, no, their stuff doesn't work, it's not coming through, but the truth is, it is coming through, okay? What else do they say? All right, now that's the updates. I talked about yesterday that if the Epstein regime sends troops to Iran, that Iran's going to be the graveyard for U.S. soldiers, unfortunately, because these guys have been preparing for this for 47 years. This is their hometown, and they're fighting for their lives. And, you know, so, you know, I'm telling you, just like I told you the very first day, when before the war started, I said, look, when this thing pops off, it's going to go all out. Because I understand the Iranian culture. We don't want war. We try to do everything we can, but once it comes down to it, then they went on out. And think about this. No country in the past or in the recent has ever hit all U.S. bases. This is the military place, bro. This is the most secure place you can be. Right? They hit every single U.S. base in the very first 24 hours. Right? Think about it. In many, like 10 different countries. That is some crazy stuff, right? Just shows you like 10 different countries are taking a knee to the Epstein regime and the genocidal regime, right? Versus, you know, being sovereign, independent, and thinking for themselves. So they're the bitches of the Epstein regime. That's crazy, like 10 different countries. And that's huge. Like one little guy, I said to you, in my other video, I said the Spartans are here. The real Spartans, not the Hollywood version, because you have one fucking country going against the biggest, the baddest world power, America, right? And they're going against another so-called power, Israel, And the reason I call them that is because, again, they genocided. They killed over 70,000 people in Gaza, and half of those were children. So they crucified them on the TV for us, right? Because that's what these satanic people do, right? How do I say that? Because the very first thing they did in Iran is they slaughtered 7-year-olds, women that were virgins, so clean and pure, because that's what they do in their brotherhood. And the brotherhood they're in, that's exactly what these guys do. I'm not making this stuff up. We can see it in Gaza. We can see it in Iran. This is, you can say, a pattern. This is a history that they repeat over and over because they're sick like that, okay? And so if you're watching CNN, NBC, then everything I'm saying sounds crazy, but you know, well, if you're watching other countries' news, and you can go watch Arabic, you know, Latin America, this is how you can get more truthful information, is by willing to bend and listen to all these other countries, and then make up your own mind. Because what they're selling us on CNN and Fox is everything's going smooth. Dude, think about it. In the very first 24 hours, Iran hit every U.S. base. Let me say that again. The very first 24 hours, Iran hit every U.S. base. When have you ever seen that, dude? The world's superpower just got bam, dude, in the very first, by just the inferior army, dude. Right? According to the perception that we have. And so things are not going as they're saying. This is why they now need to put boots on the ground. And I've said this. This is a very, very bad mistake for the U.S. soldiers. It is going to be a lot of Iranians being killed, but there's going to be a lot of U.S. soldiers are going to get killed, like, you know, your daughters and sons or cousins or friends, unfortunately, you know. And I don't think anyone wants that, you know. People in America don't want that. People in the other world don't want that. People just want to have lower cost of living, and they just want to have sovereignty and freedom to not have tyranny, right? And some people just want tyranny, and they buy the programming of war, and yeah, man. Well, let me send your kids to go and fight for some war, right? So the military complex, the Epstein regime that are ruling many different countries. We've seen the top of the top, the cream of the cream, the like the billionaires of the billionaires, the people of the people look up to, the rule of the world are in these cases, man, which is run by one fucking country, the Mossad, the Israel. Right, so you can see how this web really, who is the spider of that web, right? And this is why we are here today. The guy that said that he's not going to Star Wars is creating the end of the world war, because they believe in this kind of stuff in their holy books and the other country, and so they're trying to do whatever they think is going to create their Messiah or their prophet or whatever, right? And for that, we all have to pay the price, dude. Especially your kids, dude. Your fucking kids got to pay the price. So this is the people that are running the world, not only in America and other countries. And this is why Iran is one of the only countries, maybe like 2 or 3 other countries, right, that said, you know, screw that. I'm not gonna bow down to your bank cartel. I'm not gonna take your IMF money. I'm not gonna be your little bitch. I'm not gonna do whatever you want me to do. And you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. That is the way every human should be, right? To have sovereignty and not take the knee. Now, they paint Iran as the boogeyman. That's just because of a reflection of their own selves, right? You can see the Epstein regime, what they do with kids. You know, as the guy on TV said, you know, with the US kids, they raped them, right, at a young age. With the Iranian kids, they slaughtered them, right? So this is the level of craziness, right? Of let me just rampage the world, let me create wars everywhere, let me steal everyone's resources, their oil, their banana, their cocoa, their chocolates, their coffee. You know, and it's been going on for quite a while, a long time, dude. You know, the colonial slavery mentality, philosophy, metrics, whatever you want to fucking call it, right? And Iran is one of the only countries that have all these people around it that so much bigger, so much more powerful. It's like, fuck it, dude. We're gonna call you after what you are. I mean, we try to make peace so many times. We try to do everything we can. We had papers that we're not gonna build a nuke. Trump tore it up, just setting the stage up for his war, right? You know, and now here we are. And people think it's gonna be a week or two. I don't think so, man. I don't think so, right? I think that the Epstein regime has just gone way too far. And in my opinion, Iran should not stop till all the U.S. bases in that region are sent home, dude. We don't need to have all those bases and our troops in all these other fucking countries. We have our own fucking problems back at home. Imagine like these bombs these guys are sending out. Like I see them trying to, you know, Epstein regime sending out these interceptors, sending 8, 12 to get one missile. Imagine if they just put that money into our society. So this is where we're at. And every day I'm watching the Iranian news. They speak in Farsi, watching the Farsi social media, and you know, and I'm reporting to you the side that's not being told, right? Because I speak Farsi. So anyways, guys, if you could click the like button, don't take no for an answer, leave me a comment, let me know what you think.